What is going on, y'all? We're back again, and welcome to the channel. Also, welcome back to the channel. So, today I'm going to talk about 3 books that I read this month, and all these books are, I would say, yeah, there are 3 different types of books. A couple of thrillers and one horror book. Um, so, the first book that I'm going to talk about is Something Strange is Happening at the Orsk Furniture Superstore in Cleveland, Ohio. Every morning, employees arrive to find broken bookshelves, shattered water goblets, and smashed wardrobes. Sales are down, security cameras revealing nothing, and store managers are panicking. To unravel the mystery, 3 employees volunteer to work a 9-hour dusk till dawn shift. In the dead of the night, they'll patrol the empty showroom floor, investigate strange sightings and sounds, and encounter horrors that defy the imagination. So yeah, so this book right here, it takes place in Cleveland. I already talked about it before on my I did a video about a couple weeks ago on this, so I'm not going to elaborate that much on this because I want you to check out the video if you haven't seen it. But yeah, uh, gave this book a 3 out of 4, or excuse me, 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's a little campy, but it's a good book. I think it's better, like I said before, it's better to have physically than have it on Audible or Kindle, because the book, I think, is one of those books that you just should have on your shelf because it's so unique. But enough about this. So let's move on to The Crash by Frida McFadden. Tegan is 8 months pregnant, alone, and desperately wants to put her crumbling life in the rearview mirror. So she hits the road, not realizing she's heading straight into a blizzard. Hours later, when Tegan is stranded in a rural Maine with a dead car, a broken ankle, and she worries she made a terrible mistake. And then a miracle occurs. She is rescued by a couple who offers her a room in their warm cabin until the snow clears. But something isn't right. Staying here may have been her deadly mistake. Okay, so you guys know how I love Frida McFadden. So I think this is the 6th book. Yeah, this is the 6th book that I read from this author, and I like the book. I think I gave this book a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5 because her books are always easy to read. You guys probably, if you guys wanted to, you guys could probably blow through this within like 3 hours. That's how easy it is to read. Uh, I like to when I talk about books, I like to compare it to movies that I've seen and maybe that you guys seen. So this book, The Crash, right here, it takes place in Maine. Is it Maine? No, Massachusetts. It takes place in Massachusetts in the New England area, and uh, it has a lot of the same tropes, about female main character always has an issue, always seems to be struggling with money, but it works out well with this one. I don't want to tell too much because I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to check it out for yourself, but kind of gives me Misery vibes. I don't know if you guys ever seen Misery, the movie. It gives me those vibes. There's a crash, obviously. It's in a blizzard setting, so if you guys watch Misery, it's been a long time since I've seen Misery, but it's not the same. This book and Misery is not the same at all, but the vibes are the same. So, but yeah, you guys should check this book out. Is it my best Frida McFadden book? No, it's not. I think this is probably my 3rd best book. Still Teacher's the best, in my opinion. But enough of this. And the last book that I read this month is Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. Once known as the best getaway driver east of the Mississippi, Beauregard Bug Montag has never stopped looking over his shoulder. He knows that no matter how long he has been out of the life, no one ever gets out completely. Now Bug is an honest mechanic, a loving husband, and a hard-working dad. But when his carefully built new life begins to crumble and a former associate comes calling with a can't-miss jewelry heist, Bug feels he has no choice but to get back in the driver's seat. Haunted by the ghost who he used to be and the father who disappeared when he needed him most, Bug must find a way to navigate Blacktop Wasteland or die trying. Yeah, so, man, I'm new to the game on S.A. Cosby, so this is my second book. This book takes place in Virginia. I think the last two books that I read from S.A. Cosby, his books has always taken place in Virginia. Man, if you guys like action, this is the book you need to check out, because from the beginning to the end, it's just like action packed. You guys like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a couple movies that I can compare this book to. So if you guys seen Baby Driver, this has a little bit of Baby Driver in it and a lot of Fast and the Furious. So just think about those two movies right there and you get the gist of this book. It's more to it than that. There's a lot of family drama. Beauregard, he kind of does remind me of what's the guy's name? Fast and Furious. What's Vin Diesel's character? Toretto, whatever his name, Dominique Toretto or something like that. Dom Toretto. He kind of reminds me of that, but just, you know, the stuff that he does for family. You know, they kind of got that similar vibe. But yeah, Blacktop Wasteland. I think I like Blacktop Wasteland better than Razorblade Tears. Man, Razorblade Tears was a good movie, so this is my, yeah, I'll give this a 5-star. I don't know if I give Blacktop Wasteland a 5-star, but yeah, this is a 5-star book. So far, this book right here is gonna be the top for me so far. What else can I say about this? Man, it's just one of those books if you guys just love action, because I'm like an action horror guy, you know. I just couldn't get enough of it, and it's also easy to read. I don't know about S.A. Band, but he just does crime novels well. You know, it's the second one, so I think he has a third one that I want to check out. I forgot the name of it. I'll just throw it up here because I can't think of the name of it, but I'm gonna have to check that book out. So S.A. Cosby, he's starting to be one of my favorites too. All right, but so these 3 books, y'all. What you guys think about them? You gonna check them out? Have you guys read all 3 of these? If not, what you think? Let me know in the comments. See y'all next time. Peace.